parry sound effect is very important, right? It's got to be a reward, something that you're incentivized to get, something that you're always chasing after, something that feels good when you land it. It has to sound good. It has to be a dopamine hit because it's something that's difficult to do. But which From Software action RPG does it best? I'm gonna rank all the parry sounds from all the games, from F for fantastically satisfying, all the way up to S for supremely satisfying, and everything in between. Extremely satisfying, devastatingly satisfying, concerningly satisfying, brilliantly satisfying, amazingly satisfying. Disclaimer, I'm only concerned with just like the sound of the actual parry, not the kill animation thing that you get afterwards. Like just the parry. That's the purest bit, the purest sound. All right, Demon Souls, what do you got? Okay, you can tell that it's something of a first draft, and yet a lot of important groundwork is being laid here. Crucially, it doesn't sound in any way realistic. I guess in real life, if you parry something with your shield, it doesn't sound any different to your shield just being hit with a sword. But we get that low, the sense that like, whoa, something just changed. It feels kind of seismic. It's almost spacey in the way it's like the sound of Neo becoming one with the Matrix. It's ostentatiously slow sounding, I think, rather than being a kind of kind of sound. It's like as if to say, I have slowed this fight right down with my mastery of it. All that said, it's only fine, so C tier, I guess, but you know, points for laying the groundwork. All right, Dark Souls. It keeps the idea, that sort of big, spacey idea, but it brings it slightly more down to earth. Now there's a bit more like, you know, crunched up chainmail and stuff in there. Also, and I'm not trying to ruin Dark Souls for anyone here, but does it sound a little bit like there's a duck at the beginning? I actually don't know if I like it as much as Demon Souls. D tier. I'm not thinking very hard about this. Dark Souls 2, often regarded as the black sheep of the family. Let's hear the parry sound. Well now, hello. Dark Souls 2, not just the odd one out in terms of overall quality of the game. Don't at me, Dark Souls 2 fans, I think it's fine. But also, what is this parry sound? It's almost like, with Demon Souls, it's kind of like, you know, that sort of spacey, pure, ethereal, otherworldly sound. Then with Dark Souls, it gets a bit more crunchy and real. Then with Dark Souls 2, they're like, no, we made a mistake. Go back to the first one, but take it way more spacey. It's like, it's almost like synth. It's like, whoo, it's so good. It doesn't sound visceral, you know? It doesn't sound kind of crunchy or meaty. It doesn't sound like something's getting pulverized. So it sounds very video gamey in that way. It sounds like, it's a very meta sound. It's not really something that would be happening there in the scene. It's giving me high dopamine. It sounds almost alien. If you were an enemy in Dark Souls 2 and you went to do your big attack, and then instead of your attack landing and decapitating some jerk, it just goes, you'd be like, have aliens arrived? This is completely outside of my comfort zone. I may as well simply roll over and die because it turns out I don't understand the world after all. I think that's very, very strong. And Dark Souls 2 needs a win, so S tier. That's freaking good. Bloodborne. Shouldn't have put Dark Souls 2 S tier, already feeling like I left myself with nowhere to climb, because that's a good sound. Hey gang, it's my disembodied voice here. So when I recorded this video, I forgot to mention that this channel is Patreon supported. And that was a really stupid thing to forget, frankly, because, well, the Patreon is really important. The supporters on there are what make it possible for me to make the videos that I do. And I try my best to reward that support. Every week I publish a new episode of a tightly edited playthrough series. Right now, if you join up, you can get Sekiro, Lies of P, Jedi Survivor is on there. At the point of recording, I'm about to start the Lies of P DLC. And there's a weekly community live stream as well. Alright, now, I want to talk about the Bloodborne sound, so I'm going to do that now. Goodbye. So interestingly, From Software doesn't make all these sounds itself. They often come from sound libraries, or you can actually hear this Bloodborne parry sound in other games. I even found someone online who'd spotted it in an episode of a Netflix show. Here applied to a scene transition between 2 shots of rock.
That's a lot of temples, requiring a lot of manpower. Too much.
Hey, look, I mean, look, I'd be looking for any way to spice up a cut between 2 rocks. But while From Software might not have created these sounds, they did select them, and they deserve credit for this one. I think what I love so much about this one is that it just feels so appropriate to Bloodborne because of that high... I don't know what's making that sound, but it sounds like it's something very unpleasant happening to a stringed instrument like a cello. And on the Bloodborne soundtrack, there's so much kind of like aggressive, soaring cello stuff going on. So I feel like something bad happening to a stringed instrument just feels very appropriate. It might be like a piano string or something getting tortured. I don't know. It also, because it kind of has like that pitch bend in it, like it kind of, to me, it sounds like slipping on a banana peel. And when you pull it off in the game, stuff tends to like fall to its knees or actually fall over. So I think that really works. It fits with the game. S tier, what the hell? Dark Souls 3. Oh, okay. Very, very, very reverby. Very, very crunchy. It sounds like something. It sounds like rock hitting rock. It's, yeah, again, after Dark Souls 2, we're back down to earth. Bang! It's an incredibly impactful sound, isn't it? Which is interesting because it's not even the part where like a sword goes in, is it? It's the bit where you go like, no, you don't. It's the bit where the sword famously doesn't go in fact. That's what I love about these sounds, though. They don't make sense inside the fiction of the world. They're for you. They're for the player. It's a video gamey way of rewarding you, saying you did something difficult. Well done. Here's an awesome, intimidating sound, just to highlight how hard what you just did was and how brave it was of you to try it. It's good. It's good. I mean, what I will say is that beyond it sounding very, very punchy and crunchy, I'm having a hard time getting too excited about it. B tier. Next, Sekiro. This is a tricky one. Sekiro is the game that features more parrying than any other. So it was obviously very important that they got the deflecting sound exactly right. Oh, they just absolutely nailed it. The way that it sounds so different from like a normal block, like here's just blocking with the sword. And here's an example of a deflect. Oh, it's like the sword is singing. Obviously, I've seen it in the game with that little gold explosion coming off of it, like when you nail the parry, which is like visually really delightful feedback. But I feel like the sound is it's like that exact visual effect in sound. It's just like a kind of heavenly, epic. Oh, it's lush. It's tough though. Although like the music of a Sekiro fight, the sound effect music of like that deflecting sound constantly going, like it is pretty much unbeatable. It is so satisfying. It's so, yeah, it's so high, it's so crisp, it sounds so unbelievably sharp, but without being unpleasant to listen to. Like I could listen to it all day. But in terms of like a single amazing sound effect, I don't know if it impresses me as much as some of the others. It's a tricky one. It's a slightly, like, there's an asterisk next to it that this is like, it's not really, it's slightly apples and oranges, this comparison, but let's call it A tier. Demon's Souls Remake. Okay, they've dropped the ball in a very serious way here. I think the Demon's Souls Remake is incredible. I think it looks and sounds beautiful, but I will say that in this singular example of the parrying sound effect, it's not working for me. It's like it's embarrassed to be there. It's like it kind of has the boo thing going on that the others in the series do, but it's low in the mix. It sounds much more realistic. Sounds much more grounded. It's not rewarding enough for me. I'm going to give it the lowest score possible. D tier. Oh, Elden Ring. Now that to me is about the sweetest sound imaginable. It feels like a accumulation of everything that's gone before. It's the sound of an unstoppable force meeting an immovable object to me. It sounds really, really good. I love, there's a sort of high metallic swords and sorcery ring that kind of goes over the whole thing. You know, that feels kind of very, very sort of like in the moment. I feel like possibly they, like the Sekiro deflections may have inspired that, who knows? But then under that you have what started with Demon Souls, which is that kind of like sort of. But it also has, I think, like some of the kind of synthesizery whooshness of Dark Souls 2. Especially like listen to the sound, listen to the sort of immediate, like afterwards, the second half of the sound, if you like. It does have that kind of spaceship UFO landing kind of jet fly past. Kind of almost sounds like a Doppler effect kind of thing going. I don't know. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. S tier. Okay, there's my ranking, and that's all I have to say on the subject. This was a weirdly confrontational end to this video, I'm sorry.